everybody. Well, on Saturday night it was a visit of Telford Tigers. They were in town. Let's go and check out the action. And it's going to be Jason Silverthorne and Sam Talbot who contest this opening draw to get this game underway. And we're off. 7:05 on a Saturday night. Straight away, Chamberlain trying to gain possession for Lightning. Gives it to Jameson. Hard pass away from Christie. Silverthorne providing the forecheck early doors for Telford. Cowley and Silverthorne contesting that again. Comes to Wallace now, Lightning on the power play. Stewart just goes backhand. Stewart had to move quickly there. Stewart just in front of the blue line, just drops it again. Talbot, nice pass to Wallace, to Stewart, to Talbot. Good quick pass in this day, gives up the rebound. Talbot again, Wallace with the shot. The goal light went on, but it was going so far wide. Goal judge with sticky goal fingers down. A breakaway opportunity for Telford. They score! Austin Mitchell-King. The 20-year-old. Well, turned a great goal scoring opportunity to go one behind. Puck just broke straight away. Great pass, just over the last man. And Mitchell-King made no mistake. Left Matt Smith with absolutely no chance whatsoever. It's Lightning 0, Telford 1. Mackenzie pushes it over to the left-hand side. Fielder. Telford coming back, just looking to regroup. Pass goes a little bit awry, but it's picked up. Piso now. What's he got in the form of support? Field can't get anything on it. Came off a wide stick. Luca now, right-hand side. Always going to be dangerous. Shots in, and it goes through the 5-hole. Beats Matt Spittle. Telford double their lead with 9:17 to go. Well, if the first goal was a bit of a dead giveaway for Telford, that was a well-worked goal by Luca. All the way down the right-hand side. Not really going to miss many from there. Matt Smith will probably won that back in all fairness, but Luca it is who scores his 23rd goal of the season. Back to Griffin again. Griffin goes backhand this time. Wallace will pick up the pass from Nags, closed down almost straight away, forcing Wallace to go cross ice. Griffin tries to bring it out front, and Chamberlain was arriving late. Opportunity there for Lightning. Under 20 seconds to go now. And it's Luca who picks it up. He'll get the shot away. Good save by Smittle. Breaks out in front. Great save again by Smittle. Good save that by Matt Smittle down low. There's 1 second to go and the buzzer will go. And at the end of that first period here in Milton Keynes Arena, the score is the All in Black Lightning 0, Telford Tigers 2. Sam Talbot it'll be up against Jason Silverthorne. He contests the opening face-off, and Talbot is who wins the face-off and comes away with the puck. Just escapes him, just escapes his control. And Silverthorne will run into the corner with Christie. It's Silverthorne that puts a hit on Christie. Wallace down for the face-off this time round. Opportunity now for Lightning maybe. Telford have got to clear their zone, of course. Stewart just pushes it in. Wallace. Cowley. Jameson. Not forgetting if Lightning score, of course, one player comes back on the ice, they'll still be in a power play situation. Shot in from Wallace. Stewart gives it to Jameson. Jameson almost overreached that. Cowley. Lightning have got to get movement in front of the net. Jameson. Wallace. Goes high! Tim Wallace! And that's the quality you get from that angle. Goes high above Brad Day. Power play goal, of course. That'll get one player back on the ice for Telford. Well taken goal. It looked like Lightning was slow to build that one up, but they're just creating the angles. Jameson, cross-ice pass. Wallace just angles that up high. Lightning remain on the power play, 5-on-4 for another 1 minute 21 seconds, but Lightning are on the board. And what can Telford produce this time? 6:26. 36 seconds remaining on one penalty. Stewart now going to get away from his man. Stewart can't quite get past Day. He just dig the puck out. Good opportunity that from Liam Stewart. The Lightning have got to be careful here. Don't leave themselves too short at the back. Just under 20 seconds now before Tim Wallace gets back on the ice. Minute and a half for Christie. Weaver tries to get it over to Scott McKenzie. Let's go Lightning. The crowd start chanting once again. Great crowd in here once again tonight, and that's like pretty much open net. Smittle went for the pass. Gets beaten by the shot, which comes in from Jason Silverthorne. Am I not happy about some of these calls or lack of calls? It was a well-worked goal from Telford. Can't take that away from him. Restores a 2-goal lead. Face off in front of the Lightning bench, won by Telford this time round. Price. 21 years old Jake Price from Solihull. Aston will give chase there. Green got in there just in time. Russell. Chamberlain. Over the top of Wallace, but it's chased down now by Goodison, who's pursued by Wallace. Good stick in there from Wallace. Talbot this time. Shot from Chamberlain! Bobby Chamberlain! 3:19 to go! Well worked goal that! Brings the deficit back to 1. It was Tim Wallace doing the chasing. Just forced the error. Pass came in to Talbot. Fired it lengthways. Chamberlain on the one-timer beats Day over to his right-hand side. 3:19 to go. Lightning 2, Tigers 3. Right-hand side now. Nags just chasing the puck into the corner. Lucas down there as well. Now Norris will turn on those legs and off he goes. 13 seconds to go. Norris trying to cut inside, goes right across Brad Day. 10 seconds remaining in the period. I still hear that from Norris and on Mitchell King. Now they need to get a shot away. Layshram with a shot, he scores! That's the goal! That's the goal right on the buzzer from Adam Layshram. The referee was on the spot. Lightning pull level. Right on the buzzer. Adam Layshram pulls level, 3 apiece. Tom McKinnon in the box for 16 seconds. So 16 seconds of 4-on-4. Telford then have effectively a 14-second power play. 12:15 remaining in the third period here at the arena, Milton Keynes Arena. And 1 minute to go on the power play for Telford. Lightning have been fairly tight on all their penalty kills so far tonight. Plant, shot in, goes wide to the right-hand side. Telford retain possession though, the team in white. Plant again. What will he do? Feigns the shot. Howes. Fanned on the shot slightly, but he crept through. Telford once again take the lead. Power play goal, of course. That'll put Lightning back to full strength. Well, goal again by Telford. Plant he was. Playing the shot. Howells just pushed it through, and I think it was Silverthorne who scored the goal, but I don't think he got hold of all of it, which probably is the bit that outfoxed Matt Smittle in the Lightning goal. But they all count. And on the board now, it's Lightning 3, Telford 4. So power play time for Lightning. Confirmation of elbows called on Finley Howes. Coming up to the last 5 minutes of this game. Cowley can't win the draw. Goes all the way round. Can Stewart keep it in? He does. Good play that from Liam Stewart. Great pace to get round to that puck then. Wallace waits over here on the Lightning left-hand side. Can Lightning get an answer here? Chamberlain. Back to Stewart. Wallace now. Chamberlain providing traffic in front. Stewart to Talbot. Cowley circling down deep. Stewart again. Gives it to Wallace. Wallace can't find a gap at all to get a shot through over there. Telford keeping their shape really well. Stewart goes for the shot anyway. Goes high and goes to the left-hand side. Chamberlain picks up the loose change. Stewart goes back to Talbot again. Maybe there's something opening up now for Lightning. Wallace just didn't come to the right side of his stick. Coming up to the minute mark on this penalty. Wallace, it breaks loose. He's got a possession just there, and shot comes in, and great pick up by Stewart again to keep the puck in. Under a minute to go. This is good pressure by Lightning. Just can't get the puck through that gap. Wallace again. So Stewart hits the outside of the post. 40 seconds remaining on this power play. Lightning look to reset again. Let's go Lightning, the fans chant once again. More traffic in front of Day. Stewart again. The shot comes in, it hits Cowley on the skate. 23 seconds on the power play. Cowley again out front, shot in front of Day. Good save from Chamberlain. 15 seconds remaining. Lightning still retain possession. Stewart. Talbot. Now it comes to Wallace. Wallace with a shot, he scores! Tim Wallace with 6 seconds to go. 3:11 remaining in the period. Evens it up for Lightning. 4 apiece. Well, what a period of possession that was for Lightning. Telford doing brilliantly to protect the house. But in the end, Wallace fires it goalwards. Finds the gap. It's 4 apiece. 3:11 remaining. Well, not far off the last minute. 1 minute 12 seconds to go. Nags, great turn just to give himself a little bit of space. Turns again. Lightning not quite set for this play. Change of personnel. Stewart on the ice. Norris on the ice. Laceham circling on the blue line. Now Lightning will go. Just a minute to go. Stewart now, right hand side. Steps away from the challenge, starts to cut inside. Liam Stewart goes near post on Day. The puck breaks loose. Norris. Christie. Norris again. Traffic in front of Day. Stewart! Just gets his eyes taken away from him just at the last second. Jameson switches across again. Laceham. 25 seconds remaining. Laceham again. Good possession play again. Tries to get it dumped out front. Can't do anything with it. Jameson will get there first this time. Lightning are offside. They've got to come out. 14 seconds. Telford with a 2-0 lead at the end of the first period. 5 seconds to go. Puck goes wide. No one's going to get a stick on this one. And the buzzer goes at the end of the 60 minutes. And that is one great game of hockey. All in black, Milton Keynes Lightning 4. Telford Tigers 4. And now we go into 5 minutes, of course, of sudden death overtime. So, sudden death overtime. Telford in possession now. Sudden death overtime, 3-on-3, of course. Both teams now have a point. Rose. Silverthorne. Cowley. Gives it to Stewart. Stewart can't quite get enough on it. 1:38 to go. Stewart onto the bench, replaced by Tim Wallace. Norris back off the bench as well now. Jameson is on the ice. Smittle has to make the save. Wasn't that much of a shot, but he had to make the save anyway. Tim Wallace now. Jameson's on the far side. Lee Jameson. Great save by Brad Day. Brilliant save by Brad Day. Left pad save. The goal judge thought that got in. The light went on. 1:15. Brad Day with an absolutely fantastic save. Shot comes in, it goes wide and high. Face off now to the left hand side. Plant will Go down against Talbot. Chamberlain on the ice as well with Cowley. 36 seconds now. Is this the last opportunity? Chamberlain turns away from his man. Cowley will go and recover it. He's going to have to move quickly. Being pursued by Harewood. Chamberlain gets his pocket picked. It's got to be a penalty on that play, surely. Chamberlain again plays the puck on his knees. 16 seconds to go. Rose with the shot, goes wide. Puck comes all the way down, and that's going to be it. We're going to go to penalty shot, folks. 4 seconds to go. And at the end of this overtime period, it remains all square. It's 4 apiece. And we go to a penalty shootout. William Stewart, the 27-year-old. Up against Brad Day, the 27-year-old, also from Sheffield originally. And the noise starts to rise now as Liam Stewart comes up to take Lightning's first penalty. Stewart now, what can he get going? Fires low and past Brad Day! Lightning open the scoring. As Matt Spittle goes and takes his place in the Lightning net. It'll be Scott McKenzie, the 35-year-old, originally played his first game in 2003 down in Chelmsford. Been around the game a long time. Here goes Scott McKenzie. Spittle in that aggressive style of his. He saves! Great save from Spittle. Tim Wallace up next. Now we know that Tim Wallace can take a penalty. He took the winning penalty against Nottingham Panthers in the Elite League here. Always goes with speed, Tim Wallace. He scores! He goes down low! This has been a good night for Tim Wallace tonight. Next up, Vladimir Luka has to score. Matt Spittle stands tall, goes at the angle, comes out in that aggressive style. The boos start to ring out for Luka. Luka taking the slower option. He shoots it! Spittle saves! Adam Lashram now. If he scores, Lightning win. Lashram starts his skate, following Tim Wallace, almost lost control of it then. Lashram goes high and misses. Pressure on Telford now. They have to score. I think the benches are a bit confused down there, whether or not it was 3 penalty shots or 5 penalty shots. It's 2-0 to Lightning. Telford have 3 shots remaining. Harewood. Harewood goes down low, good goal. I must admit, I've lost track of the scoring, and it was 2-1. 2-1, and this will be Lightning's 4th penalty. And it's Bobby Chamberlain. Chamberlain now goes for a bit of speed as well. Is he going to go direct route? Great save by Day into the glove. Now it's pressure. Hopkins. If Hopkins scores, it then becomes sudden death. Hopkins, the 17-year-old from Nottingham, goes wide. Spittle tracking well. Hopkins almost lost control of it then. They draw level. Well, it is now sudden death. The scores are level. Each team has 1 more penalty each. Norris, what can he do? Bradday beaten twice down low. Norris tries to go low. It's no goal. Telford have to score. Well, they don't have to score. If they score, they win. And it's Mitchell King, Austin Mitchell King, up against Matt Smittle. This for the extra point. The 20-year-old played under 18s and under 20s GB. Shot comes in, he wins it. And Telford win the 2 points. And Telford celebrate. I've got to say, that was a cracking game of hockey. Well, an absolutely fantastic game to watch. 4 apiece after 60 minutes, but it's Telford who take that additional point after the penalty shootout. And after that game, I caught up with head coach Lewis Clifford. Cliff, first of all, what a difference a week makes, because we were stood here so disappointed after the performance last week. You go and get a cracking result back in Basingstoke midweek, and that performance out there tonight was pretty good. Tight game.
Yeah, the performance Wednesday night, I think, was excuse me, everything it needed to be. Solid goaltending, dogged defence, sometimes a bit desperate, but sometimes you have to play a bit desperate, and then quite clinical actually. When we got sort of grade A chances, we buried, and I think we needed that, certainly away from home. We've been struggling for a little while, that's plain for anybody to see. And that's obviously rolled into tonight, and a really, really encouraging performance.
It was a shame, wasn't it? Because you find yourself 1-0 down on the power play after it was a puck that bobbled, went up in the air, and obviously they got a breakaway straight away. And at that point, Lightning were pretty much on top. Yeah,
the first goal was obviously, like you said, we were on the PP. I think Stewie jumped, tried to catch it, went right over his head. The guy skates through his breakaway. It happens, it happens to every team at some point. Second goal, I think we mismanaged the puck a little bit in the offensive zone because our D were trying to come for a change. They got out, our D were a bit screwed on the gap, but I thought that they did quite a good job to steer it to the outside, and it's one that Smitzy wants back.
Talk about Smits tonight, another great game tonight. He had a great game obviously down in Basingstoke. He played well tonight as well.
Yeah, he did. Like I said, I think he wants that second one back, but other than that, I don't think there's one you can criticise him for. He's been struggling a little bit, along with the rest of the team. Obviously, it's a prominent position that's much more obvious when you're struggling. But we saw on Wednesday, all of the strengths that Smits possesses, and I think, other than one shot tonight, I think he saved everything that he should have saved.
Tim Wallace to the party tonight, man of the match award, of course, and 2 great goals.
Yeah, and one in the shootout as well. Yeah, it's it's tough. It's tough for Tim to, come in here. Firstly, get himself going after a couple of years without playing hockey. Secondly, I know to him this level of hockey feels a bit like chaos sometimes, which I understand. But yeah, tonight I think he probably had 3 chances, buried 2 of them, and then scored a nice goal in the shootout. And I think he's finally finding his feet and probably understand a little bit more of what this league's all about and what it takes to sort of be successful at this level.
Talking about the chaos, there was a call on Tim. It was called, I think it was a slashing call that, I would have to question that, and I very rarely question the refereeing decisions. And there are a couple of calls out there tonight, I think, that raised more than a couple of eyebrows.
I very rarely will give my team an excuse, no matter how I feel the officials have performed. But tonight I think they deserve one. The amount of calls, borderline, that one on Tim was absolutely ludicrous, and missed calls tonight. It's tough, it's tough to keep the boys going. Keep going, just kill this one, and then another one just appears from somewhere, and you don't seem to be getting the rub of the green in the opposite direction. But you know what? We did a great job of rising above that tonight to force that game into overtime, because the amount of PPs that they had and the amount of PKs, successful PKs for us. I think the boys just huge character, just massive character.
Yeah, and I was going to talk about the penalty kills tonight, because normally when you look at the penalty kills, sometimes you look at the offensive team as maybe not putting their chances away. We weren't giving them any chances on those on those power plays tonight. We were shutting down the lanes. We were getting in, in their faces in the shooting lanes. It was cracking penalty kills.
Yeah, I think the first one, the 5-on-3. There's always someone open, right? It's a 5-on-3. There's always going to be someone open. Griff sort of came up to try and front the shooter, I think, and it slipped it to the guy on the side for the one-timer. You have to give something away there. And the second one, I think, I'll say if I'm wrong when I watch the video, but I think the guy from the half wall mishit his pass. And it just sort of dribbled to the guy in the middle, and he got on the end of it. That's
the way it looked on commentary, I've got to be honest. I think Smits was unsighted because the fact that the puck didn't arrive anywhere near as quick as he thought he was going to.
But it's one of those things, It's one of those things.
Moving on to the penalty shootout, they're always going to be a lottery. I mean, the overtime was a cracking 5 minutes of hockey to watch. It was brilliant. And then we go on to the penalty shootout. One thing we got really confused about, because earlier on in the season when we had a penalty shootout, we only had 3 shots. Yeah. So obviously up in commentary, I'm thinking we've won it after 3 shots, but they went to 5.
We had a game earlier in the season that was 3 shots. And after that, I think there was like a memo sent out to say that basically it was an error and it should be 5. And we've had subsequent shootouts since, and it's been 5 shots. So yeah, that's absolutely understandable that people were confused by that.
Yeah, I think it needed clarifying because a few fans I think were confused with that. Well, listen, you got another day off tomorrow, but it's an early week next week, isn't it? Because you got Swindon on Friday night. Yeah. The boys are going to be buoyed up for that again, aren't they?
Yeah, I think so. I think, you know what, I just said to the boys, we've been struggling, and I think I take a lot of weight on my shoulders, and I think a lot of players in there have looked heavy recently, just like they've got the weight of the world on their shoulders. And I've just, I feel like Wednesday, Saturday this week, yes, tonight was a shootout loss, but I think this last sort of 4 or 5 days, I feel like I've got my team back, which bodes well moving forward into the sort of business end of the season.
Brilliant. We got another Sunday off tomorrow. Enjoy that, and we'll see you next week. Cheers, Cliff.
Thanks a lot, Chris.
Well, as every week, many thanks to Cliff for taking the time to come up and chat to us after the game. Don't forget, it's Friday action here at the Milton Keynes Arena next week. 8 o'clock face-off. Swindon Wildcats are in town. For more information, of course, go to the Lightning Facebook page and the social media. We'll see you soon.